Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
We have new video from a crash that sent welterweight boxing champion.
When you in the trenches, you know, it's cool to shoot them bullets. How you gonna defend yourself when them bullets coming back?
Davis thought Santa Cruz was gonna fold from his. The popular and acclaimed defending WBA lightweight champion of the world.
If it was the streets, these niggas would have been smoked. Pack the whole group up. Pack them up and get them the fuck out of boxing.
Haney, Cambosis, one of those folks, maybe Garcia.
All them guys is easy work. They easy work, man. I'm the top dog.
The hard-hitting young star of boxing, 3-division world champion.
Skill for skill. I'm much more skillful than Canelo. I stand on that. I'm much more skillful.
You and Cambosis, what happens, Tank?
I'm whooping that ass. Tell him come see me. Tell him hold the belts. I'll whoop his ass for free.
The defending world champion from Baltimore, Maryland.
We from the city. You know what's happening, what's in the city.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Gervonta Tank Davis.
SDS Promotions.
I remember walking in Mayweather, me sitting on the couch. I told him, bum-ass fighter. He ain't say nothing, not one word. He got a fur on his 80 degrees on.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Ring Walk Danny. What is up? Buenos dias.
What up, champ? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. We're here this morning to discuss the all-access Gervonta Davis versus Hector, Garcia Showtime pay-per-view. This will be our review. Episode 1 is out. Yeah, man, it was pretty well done. I like what they did. The production of it. It definitely felt like a, big time fight. I love that Bob Santos got like this moment. He's got these glasses, and Hector's giving him all this credit. They're riding in the Tesla. It was really well done. And, hearing the words of Hector say how excited he was to be the first Dominican on that level. And then I thought about it, and it's like, wow, he really is. I don't think there's ever been another Dominican B-side on a pay-per-view.
Oh, wow.
I know. Isn't that? I mean, you're the almanac. I mean, Jason Rosario certainly has not been on pay-per-view.
Yeah, he has.
With
Against
who?
Charlo. He got knocked out on pay-per-view.
Really?
Absolutely.
Man, that one did just not feel. I thought that was. Is that the doubleheader when they shared?
Yeah, that's doubleheader.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's the thing. It was it was because they gave. That fight should have been main event. I remember the people whispering about that.
Well, they flipped a coin on it, if you remember.
Poor judgment there. It should have been him in the main event versus the brother who eventually fought like Korobov, right?
Damn.
I think so. See? Look
yeah.
how not memorable it was.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't. Can't remember right now, champ.
Damn, that sucks.
And
so then I guess Hector didn't know because that was 3 belts.
And that one was
that's bigger than this.
Closed off to the public because of the pandemic. It was in a bubble. Thinking like Connecticut, if I remember correctly. So, But yeah, champ, definitely a lot different. You know, this is the Tank show in the sense that he bring him out, yo. Tank bring him out, and you know it is different in that sense. So you got to give Hector that. He is the first Dominican that's gonna be under those bright lights. That's gonna have to deal with all the boos of the crowd. You know, something that Rosario didn't because it was closed off to the public.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It still doesn't. It still doesn't change much. You know, I don't know that Rosario has ever had the momentum of Hector because Rosario got the big win over Julian, but then he immediately lost, right?
Correct. That is correct. And he had already lost prior to that big win as well. So, you know, he had
Yeah, but on his way up, he lost, I think, Nathan Gallimore.
Right.
But I mean, like you see, Hector capitalized on the momentum from the Chris Colbert win, and then, you know, he beat Gutierrez. That's capitalizing. You know what I'm saying? That's striking while the iron is hot. Everyone is paying attention because you beat the red hot prospect, and then you go and you beat the champion. That's truly capitalized. I don't think that Rosario did that. Not that it matters, you know, not that it matters. I did want to bring up that point, though, that Hector, you know, he's under the impression, you know, he's the first Dominican on that level. And I thought he was. I completely forgot about that Charlo pay-per-view.
I mean, look, this is a different level regardless. You know, Tank is a pay-per-view star. You know, I'm expecting close to a sellout, if not a sellout, in Washington, D.C. You know, I should be in the building on Saturday night. And, you know, the people, you just got to think about it, bro. D.C. is so close to Baltimore. It's going to be nothing but Tank fans in there.
Okay.
You know, I'm hoping.
I mean, clearly, because Hector is from the Dominican Republic, he's not bringing much.
Right.
You know, which I want to bring up that, you know, shout out to Joel, Broadway Joel. Shout out to Showtime for giving him his moment. He deserves that. I know, Joel, you was talking about me. You could have gone ahead and just said that, but it was all right. He's like, yo, in Spanish, he's like, tú sabes que la gente dicen que los dominicanos no sirven en el boxeo. And he's like, bro, you know I've been saying that shit for years. Like, but it was a good moment for him and for Hector Luis Garcia. He presented Hector with like a, I think it was like a Fighter of the Year or something award. And no one deserves it more than him because he certainly took a lot of shit bigging up Dominicans. So shout out to Broadway Joel. He got his moment, and it was beautiful, man. Beautiful to see my fellow content creators get that shine, man, because we out here grinding on a daily. Listen, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Jesus, it's absolutely free. Danny, what kind of poll we doing today? It's kind of tough, right? Did you watch it? Did you like it poll, or do we get a little bit fancier than that?
Let's see what the chat's saying.
Okay, Henry Martinez saying there's a lot of Dominicans in D.C. I never bumped into them, but, you know, hopefully they show up and show out, for real. Give them that motivation needed to get the upset. Listen, upsets are amazing.
Yo.
They really, like, I want to see the next Andy, but really be the next Andy.
Did you see, just because we are doing the All Access review, did you see the special that Steven Jackson dropped with Boots?
Yes. It's funny. That's the algorithm. You're right. I watched the All Access, then I watched the Philly shit, and I watched something else.
Okay.
Like, what was it? I know he went to see Boots and Stephen Fulton, but was there something else out there? But yeah, I seen it, so we could talk about it. Shout out to Negron that says, Nez Danny, heads up on YouTube, changing policies for content creators. Hopefully Boxing Social isn't affected. No, we thank you, first and foremost. You're the third person now to have sent me some sort of heads up and or article link to the policy changes. Yeah, you just got to not curse as much, and specifically
In the first.
in the beginning of your video, you know. But yeah, you know, we're passionate over here. You never know. Every now and then it slips out. Just like he slipped out an error. He didn't mean Boxing Social. He meant Boxing Voice. I didn't think he did, but he paid for another super chat to correct that.
So
It's all good. You watch Boxing Social. Weren't we just hanging out with them? Well, formerly, Rob was formerly Boxing Social. We just hung out with them in Mexico, in Acapulco.
Word.
Somewhere Danny said he'll never be going back.
I mean,
And I get you, but neither here nor there. Any moments in the All Access that you were feeling? It's funny because I thought of the caller that called in because they showed the license plate of the Escalade. So they showed it. Calvin Ford was driving the white Esky. You know, it was a dope little episode. There was this one moment.
I liked when Coach Calvin, and I forget the strength and conditioning coach.
Yes.
Was carrying the bags of ice back to the
little kiddie pool.
To the kiddie pool.
That's actually a dope kiddie pool, though.
No, that was dope. And then, you know what I'm saying? Tank, like, in camp mode, got, like, the fro going and shit.
That's actually a dope pool for what they used it for, because that's more like of a lounger. Like,
yeah, it is.
You just sit in your patio probably in that shit. But the fact that it got the zipper, the fact that, you know, it's got the recliner, the pillow back. I just think that it was all good.
Excuse me.
No worries. I think that it was all good. I think that people are going to use that in the future now because it's perfect. It's like a little tub.
Yeah, no, that was such a. I honestly believe that is what that's what it's meant for.
No, because remember in the episode he's like, yo, y'all really went to the. He ain't say kitty store, or did he say kitty store to get this?
No.
And then his coach like, yo, you gonna be memed up. So I want to see. Tag me if there's any Tank memes in the little pool and shit.
Yeah, no, that was.
They got to put him going down a snow hill.
That was a dope moment. You know what I'm saying? Because yo, you got to do what you got to do in camp. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers out here getting in trash cans.
It's so
using
funny
them as ice best. And you know, like I said, you got the coaches coming back with the bags of ice. GTD training camp. His daughter right there as he laying, you know, in the pool. So
it's so funny dope. Because that's why I like cutting off. I lost my train of thought. I tried to say it earlier. Fuck.
Why is it so funny?
I can't remember.
If I laugh, are you gonna remember like what was funny? No.
It'll come to me, bro. It'll come to me. He does look focused though. You know, a lot of people hardcores. I think hardcores may disagree with me slightly. Just, you know, kind of to troll, kind of to, you know, pick at the wound. And they're going to base that off of the recent issues that took place. But I feel like outside of that, again, I know, you know, you have your own beliefs as to the content that he releases. But on TikTok, I feel like he releases a lot of training footage.
Yeah, I don't follow him on TikTok. That other day was you informed me, and that was I honestly didn't have a rebuttal, because I just knew, like I told you, that Pitbull fight on Instagram. He was, you know.
I say all that to say that outside of that outside of his issue, I think he's extremely focused. You know, you heard it in the All Access that they feel that he's matured. They kept talking about he's not a boy, he's a man. You know, he was a boy, now he's a man. And it just kept reassuring you of that. And obviously this episode was 4 weeks ago. You know, because they're saying 4 weeks out in the episode. So the issue hasn't happened. So this isn't Showtime trying to sweep things under the rug or paint Tank in a different light. This was Tank 4 weeks ago, focused, dialed in. And they talked about the sparring, bro. And
I mean, you seen him standing over one of his.
Yeah, he
sparring
hurt somebody
partners.
in there,
Yeah.
motherfucker, for real. But he talked about that specifically, that he's been going in there, and if you ain't ready, don't get in there with Tank. Which is crazy because it was kind of like what my man said from
Who
the
that?
other show, Philly Town. What's it called?
I didn't see it.
Fight Town.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't see it. What's his name though? What's
Steven
that?
Jackson.
Steven Jackson visits Philadelphia and he goes visit Boots, and he has a similar experience where he's like, bro, I got to see this man spar, and like he take that shit 1,000% serious. It's a fight. So if you ain't ready, don't get in there with him, because he gonna take you out of there. And it's like, damn, that's the same shit Calvin Ford is saying.
You ain't see his fight?
Who?
Steven Jackson. He had one of the biggest fights from my childhood that I remember.
Fights what in the basketball court? Is that the dude that like climbed into the stands?
Well, it was that fight, but yeah, that was Ron Artest. Who you thinking of?
Oh,
yeah, but it was like.
But they was talking about on that show. Stephen Fulton, it's funny you bring that up. Stephen Fulton was like, yo, you ever got into a fight? He's like, no, but I always want to. He was trying to be extra. He like, I think they said somebody teased him like, yo, Ray Allen would have stole you. And they like, yeah, all right, Ray Allen would have got fucked up. And I only care because that's about one of the 5 basketball players I do know. So I'm like, oh, shit, Ray Allen, my ears went up like a little dog and shit.
Yeah.
So it was funny.
Yo, yeah, it's funny.
I like him though.
I met,
Jackson.
Yeah, no, I've met him on numerous occasions. Obviously, him and Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes got that.
Yeah, Up in Smoke, right?
Correct.
No,
With
incorrect,
Showtimes?
incorrect. All the smoke, all the smoke.
All the smoke. Yeah, with Showtime. So, shout out to them. Fucking killing it. But it's funny, when I met him, it was the Spence Ugas fight, and we in the lobby
last year.
And yo, he accidentally like knocks my hat off my head. And
he had the Terror Squad chain. TS.
Fuck with Joe now.
I see.
Yeah. Don Cartagena.
He was out there chilling. Let me tell you, he was out there chilling in Philly. Chained up. Like, Boots took him to the jewelry store. Now, I don't know if they did a promo for the jewelry store.
What jewelry was
Sean.
it? Sean?
Or did Boots really buy all that shit he had on? Because if he bought all that shit, he bought a beautiful, big, dope, fucking thick-ass chain. Got one for his dad and some glasses for his dad. And then Jackson brought all his shit to get clean. It was pretty dope. I hope you guys he said Ness, they got security. Hey, I hear you, fam. Security, no security. It's Philadelphia, man. If you from the inner city, you know what it is, man. It's dudes out here, man. They'll lick you for less. So they don't give a fuck about no security. If they feel like that's enough jewelry to go get, they gonna get that shit. So shout out to Steven Jackson. That's his name.
Yeah.
Motherfucker had a mountain of jewelry on.
Nah, for sure.
He had a mountain on.
You know, in my humble opinion, so they saying Joe.
And he went to Danny's, bro. That episode was fire. Credit to him, man.
They say Joe gave him that chain on his podcast.
All right. Yo, credit to him. He went to Danny's and everything, bro. That shit was fire.
In my humble, I think he a real one. You know what I'm saying?
No, that shit was fire, man.
Yeah.
Then Danny FaceTime while he getting a haircut. One of Danny's barbers got a nice little, like, one-on-one with him. Like, it's just him and Jackson talking on that shit. So, Showtime did a lot. I was just disappointed that when I watched the Steven Jackson episode, that shit only had 37,000. When I watched the Tank, that shit had 606,000. Let me see what Tank got now. But yeah, man, boxing is crazy, man. Like, you gotta include Jake or Logan for the shit to get numbers. It's kind of frustrating, man, because it's like, this man did some good work. That was good work that he did, and 37,000. That's pretty shitty, man. That's fucked up.
Yeah, man. Now I was saying, so when so I had met him before, but never got a picture with him. So we in the lobby talking. Probably 10, 15 minutes. It's me and Tyler from.
Yes.
Yeah. So we talking to him, bro. go to take the picture. He knocked my head off my head on accident, right?
Jackson.
Yeah, so he pick it up, and then he smacks it on my, like, kind of smacks it on my head, and it was like all sideways and crooked and like kind of bent up a little bit, bro. And we took the picture like that, and like that's such a dope moment because I'm like laughing about the moment, and my head is all fucked up. And that email came in, Dear Daniel, this confirms your credential for the Premier Boxing
Shout out to
Championships
Andy, man.
fight card broadcast
Yo,
live.
hit him up, man. Send him a second email, man, because he official, man. I wonder if he listens to the show and he just be like, yo, Ness, you think I don't know you just a pothead?
But wait, so you never applied and you forgot?
I mean, I'm going to have to take a responsibility and say evidently.
Oh,
I mean, evidently, I only applied for Saquon and not for you for some reason because, they send you the receipt that I applied for it. So when I went looking for it, like he asked me to, I only found Saquon. Shout out to Saquon.
Yes, sir.
But shout out to Andy, man. We've been rocking out for years, man. Everybody, they know, like, it's like I say, my Lord knows, like, yo, that's the only thing I do is smoke my weed. You know what I'm saying? And luckily, I'm in a state where it's legal. And recreation, I could do that. Plus, I'm medical. So for them, it's the same thing applies, man. Like they know, like this is our, for those that it don't apply to, let it fly. But like, this is the only negative for some because it is a negative for some. Other than that, man, we workhorses, man. So I might forget here and there, but we put it in. And now that Danny's approved,
and
he's gonna get that fire.
Truth be told, it was a last minute thing. It ain't like I was like, yo, Ness.
Which is crazy because subliminally,
I
I applied, right? He's like, he pops up out of nowhere like, yo, Ness, I want to go. And I'm like, that's crazy. I knew you was going to want to go, and I applied for you and Saquon, but I applied for you a secondary because I knew you might be iffy. It's insane how I did all that but actually didn't do it.
Right,
I feel like I did it, though.
Yo, and,
it's crazy.
Then it's crazy because you send me that fucking post from that one spot, and I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe a month
Which would
ago.
have been a good time, even though we're late. They already on the ball.
Right.
We should have been proposed that.
Yeah.
Talking in code here, but no, what happened is there was an establishment out here that we had already spoken to about doing live shows for pay-per-view events and or just big fights, and then we got a flyer to the location that we, kind of negotiated with that they're gonna be doing the Tank fight, but he'll be in DC, and I'm obviously gonna try to stay up and watch it here because he just informed me that Tank won't walk into the ring no earlier than 8:30 a.m.
p.m.
That's right.
I mean, that's typical for pay-per-view. They usually have a walk time.
It's unfortunate because on the East Coast, that's very late.
Yeah, that's like 11:30. Cause like I was seeing the thing, I'm like, damn, 9 p.m. Eastern pay-per-view starts.
It's not bad. It's better than Frank. Frank and fucking Michelle started at 10. They did the other day, bro.
Yeah, and Tank gonna start at about midnight.
Still late.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
It's all late. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think there was something else I wanted to bring up, kind of off topic to this. Let me check the pre-pro. Oh yeah, so let's talk Cody Crowley. I went to the gym to get his reaction to Earl tweeting to him. And they tight with the info over there. They real tight. But some more shit slipped. And when I'm asking why would Earl call you out, let alone why would it be something negative? Like, he didn't know. Cody's like, I don't know. I've been on a lot of his undercards. I've come up under Earl. He should know who I am. I don't know why basically he would compare me to a lesser version than Samuel Vasquez. And I get it, bro. As
I'm
I was
sorry.
there,
I'm sorry, but that was funny.
as I was there
I'm
interviewing
sorry.
him.
No, that was funny.
No, I hear you. That's what I'm going into it. As I'm there interviewing, I'm like, damn, you do got tattoos. Fuck, you is a white boy. Shit, you are also a welterweight. Like, there was a lot of similarities. All he need to do is say he was in the Army too and shit, or he got PSD. So I get it. But what slipped was the coach was like, is more behind the scenes. Because I was trying to take credit. You know, Ness super conceited. So what was I trying to take credit for? I said it was my interview. I'm saying,
Of course.
There's no way Earl just comes out of fucking nowhere and talks about Cody Crowley. Only Boxing Voice and Crowley talking about Earl. Like, what's the other correlation? So then that's when the trainer says something and then caught himself. So he's like, oh, nah, this shit going on behind the scene. You know what? And he left it alone.
He was just fucking with you. I
don't know. Then Crowley, did you see my interview?
No.
All right, so Crowley's jumping rope, and he's like, Earl talking about he don't want tune-ups, but then he calling out dudes. He called himself I don't know, you know fishing terms? Like a carper, something?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he want to go fishing in the Les pool. We put his hand in, I'm going to pull his ass down, all this shit. So, I don't know. Then he made it seem like he won't be overtrained if he does take a Earl fight in April. But there was also a confirmation of a February date. And they gave me a date. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But, again, seems strange. Seems strange why Earl will come out of nowhere and just say that Cody Crowley reminds him of what was the exact tweet? Like, reminds him of what? Did he use the word reminds?
I don't know if he said reminds or like.
But check out my interview because obviously Cody reacts to the tweet and, he calls out Earl. But you can get more details.
Let me see. Earl Spence. The All Access was dope, bro. I liked seeing Bob Santos get his moment.
Uh-oh. Earl getting at somebody. Said Boza Edwards, Shakur Power, countless other boxers and coaches was in the gym. I try not to speak on sparring, but great work. Hell of an experience. Never buckled. He capped. Laugh out loud. So I think this is when someone asked Ellaby, right, about the Earl sparring.
Okay. So, yeah, the tweet was, Cody Crowley reminds me of a lower level Samuel Vasquez. Yo, I love that Twitter has integrated the
views.
Reach. Yeah, the reach.
The views.
So that was viewed by
76.8
thousand people.
Let me see some of these comments, because that Big Fish Mafia is so fucking big. So, whose boots remind you of? Yo, this guy, according to Boxing, he be on everything. Look at this. He says, you still haven't responded to this man's tweet. Look at this one. P.S. Earl Spence, when you spin the block, let's do something that's never been done before and make the negotiations public. Since you your own boss, fuck it.
Yo, so Nika was on Twitter arguing with this girl.
Yeah.
So she posted a screenshot, I guess, of the girl that said this was another trash ass thing this bum did, and it was the girl posting her Twitter header as Earl Spence's car crash, and then Earl replied to that talking about it's okay, LOL, and then Rick laughed at that.
Rick from Chicago?
No, Rick Merrigan.
Okay.
And
that's the manager of fuck is his name? Virgil Ortiz
Correct. So Earl's like, what's funny?
To Rick?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And what Rick said. What's funny is that you don't want to fight Virgil in San Antonio in front of 100,000.
Nah. He kept it class. He kept it
What'd he
classy.
say?
Nah, he was like, oh, it was just funny because basically saying, like, you kept it cool. Like, you was cool about it. But.
So back to Terrence, who says, I'm ready when you want to spin. He meant spin the block, just giving you a heads up is all. So those are just some of the comments going down. This one says, better than the Uber driver Bud fought, though. Okay, so shout out to Cody. They think you better than David Avanesian. So he should now be on your radar to defend your belts against. Hand on face emoji. And you see, this is what Cody is saying. Cody's like, yo, where there's smoke, there's fire. He thinks Earl is setting it up. Someone else says he's a good fighter. You tripping. Look at this guy says, way to punch down, champ. Stay classy. Look at this guy. I think he much better than that. Damn, Cody got the fan base. Little 76,000. I love when people use this meme, though. I ain't gonna front. You know I'm a J fan. Pew, 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 pew. Shots fired. Cody definitely higher level than Sammy. What you talking about? I like both guys, but Cody got a bit more to him. Okay, Cody. Look, this guy just taunting Terrence Bud Crawford. Bud. All right, so that's enough. Okay. I guess this one's worthy. Announcing your next opponent. Look at this guy, see? Come on, EJ, no tune-ups. I'm telling you, where there's smoke, there's fire, y'all. Is that the poll? I don't even think it should be the poll because obviously we're supposed to be talking about Tank. I'm just saying, shit is fishy out in these streets. I might have to go back to the gym today. Be there every day just in case Al call.
Just in case.
Never know.
We're gonna walk around with that bag, that spray ground bag. Locked and loaded. We
but
ready.
We are taking callers on Twitter Spaces.
Locked and loaded. We ready. Tamolito.
We got Twitter Spaces ready if you want to talk. We got Discord ready if you want to talk. You can also call us 1-425-569-5241. Yes, sir. That's the number to call if you want to voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. All right.
But yeah, champ, I'm actually about to.
What you got going on? What you cooking?
No, I'm about to check out.
I reached out to
this joint.
I reached out to Stephen Big Shot Shaw, man. I'm still trying to get out there, even though it's fucking cold in Big Bear. But it's a big fight. F.A. Ajagba, Stephen Shaw, January 14th. Definitely a friend of the show is Big Shot. And,
we have to do that this week. Cause
do what? Hit out there?
Yeah, because he...
Yeah, no, I reached out to him yesterday.
He fighting next week, so...
I reached out yesterday, man.
Probably go...
I am trying.
Tomorrow or Thursday.
I am trying. You know, I think... Who else I seen that's out here, though?
Out here?
Yep.
Oh, man, I'm trying to think if I've seen anybody out here, because...
You know who I got to see the other day? We haven't talked in so long. You know who I seen sparring in the gym the other day?
Who?
Your mans, bruh.
Who my mans?
Y'all gonna call him a UFC legend.
A UFC legend.
Stockton, stand up.
Oh, yeah, Nate Diaz, you told me.
I seen him getting his...
ass whooped, you said.
What? That shit was insane, bruh. How old is he? He was...
Probably like 36.
Oh, wow, that's it. I swore for God he had to be my age or older the way he was moving. Lord.
I mean, maybe.
Fuck me.
Y'all ain't smoke one?
Nah. But that's what they told me. It was like, man, he probably smoked a fat one before he came in here.
Word. Yeah, no, he smoked for sure. He be doing his thing.
Yeah, I know Shaw's in San Diego, but I heard he's going to...
Oh, he's 37.
I heard he's going to... he told us he was going to Big Bear, so we were supposed to catch him up here because it's closer for us. San Diego is a bit further out. Not that I mind. I mean, I'd still go. Just need to know what he gonna do.
Yeah.
But shout out to everybody that is hitting the thumbs up button. We
Bear's
do
a nice-
appreciate you.
Big Bear's a nice 3 hours. Okay. Yo, you seen Boots' truck?
Yeah, the black one.
Yeah, bro. You know that's 100,000. Line it up with the vet. It's gonna give you some go.
No, it won't.
Bro, tripping.
Bruh, first of all, a truck, you know how many more fucking tons it weighs?
Nah.
That weight matters.
Nah, I'm sure. Nah, but you know, that is
Man,
a
rest in peace, my man Ken Block, man. It's crazy.
word, man. That shit was tragic.
It's insane. Bro, you know what's crazy? He just did that shit with Nico Ali, bro. He was just out here.
I know. We were just talking about it when we had
Motherfucking Jay had that song. He was like, damn, I was just with him yesterday. It's crazy how shit be.
Yo, that's funny because I said line it up with your C8. You think about it, the C8's probably like the most American, and then
I wanna
the
be
TRX
an
would probably be.
American, fight for the rights of every man.
Huh?
Come on, bro. You don't know that song?
Nah.
Ain't that Hulk Hogan? I mean, I think he canceled now, so people probably try to act like
Hulk
they don't know.
Hogan canceled?
I'm pretty sure he got canceled.
What? What'd he do?
I don't know. I don't get into that shit, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they saying.
Listen, so we need about 508, and we get to that next goal of 162,000 subscribers. 162,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already subscribed, if you're watching this live, get ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you did subscribe, then you know what you need to do. You need to go ahead and tell someone else about the show so that they can also subscribe and help us reach our goal of 162,000. It would be great to get to that before the tank fight.
And if you're on Twitter, smash the like button.
And the retweet so we get some more calls, because right now we got about 14 people on our Twitter space just listening. So if all 14 retweet, we might get another 14 that actually want to voice their opinion and have something to say on Tank's All Access with Hector Luis Garcia, which is what we're discussing. It is fight week. I wonder how that's going to feel out there in D.C. with this cold. Has it snowed out there? Is it like a white Christmas out there or what?
In DC,
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be like a high of 43 or 46 or some shit. It's gonna be pretty cold.
I got Harlem World on Blog Talk, but you haven't pressed 1, champ. Let me know if you want to talk by pressing 1.
I don't know, bro. I just looked up a video. TRX definitely edged out the C8 in a quarter mile.
What, stock?
Stock.
You're lying.
I mean,
shit ain't stock.
I mean,
nigga.
that's what they saying.
You lying. Ari Boxing Talk, what up?
How much horsepower
Ari got
is a
nominated.
C8?
I don't know. I didn't buy it for none of that. I told you I bought it because of the body.
No. I know that, champ. I just thought you might know.
You see, I don't even go fast, man. I'm chilling. What up, Ari?
Good morning, gentlemen. How y'all doing today?
We all right.
Good to hear, man. Yeah, shout out to Hector Luis Garcia, man. Hey, Ness, I wanted to say, so Hector Luis Garcia's brother lives out in D.C., lives in Maryland. He lives around that area. So I think he was saying that, like, Hector Luis Garcia was saying, like, yeah, my brother's hyped. You know, they're going to try to bring out all the Dominicans out there. So hopefully we'll get a little Dominican crowd, man. We'll see. I mean, obviously it's going to be Tank. It's going to be Tank Davis, show. But hopefully we get some Dominican in the building, man, showing support.
For sure, man. Just for context, remember I said when I watched the episode, it was at 606. That shit is at 788. 788,000 views. That's good. 2 days.
It said this. It's only been 18 hours, but the Steven Jackson only got 98,000.
Oh wow, it jumped. It was at 37.
Yeah.
Ari, are you on like a
Steven
Bluetooth?
Jackson-
Cause your shit's like you everywhere. You got hella background on it. Sound like you like mixing a cake,
Yeah,
driving.
bro. Go buy some
You
Kenichi
on an
bears.
airplane.
Go buy some
Nah, you know what it is? I'm
Elimination
driving.
I can't.
So you don't
I
have-
can't,
yeah, you
I can't.
sound
I think I even
awful.
hear his wipers wiping. It's just like way too much. But the All Access was dope. Do you remember the little? They had the little tank with the fucking tank in the scalp. he wrote the word tank in his head. That shit was hilarious. He was like 6 years old. That was crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. The dudes that do this from a young age, those are usually the ones that end up being on that great list.
Yo, I'm watching this Fight Towns with Steven Jackson. I think you could take him in Border Wars, champ.
He's tall as hell. He's basketball tall.
I know.
So that plays a role.
You're tall. That's what I'm saying. It'd be an even.
I'm not as tall as him. He looks taller.
I mean, yeah, but you got better skills.
I mean, he got the bread. And look, he got boots, man. He got boots.
Champ, you got Haney. You got Haney. You feel me?
Oh, man.
You feel me? How tall is he? Let me see.
Nah, it's funny you say that because in that
how
episode,
tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
Yeah, he only 6'8".
Oh, wow, only. Yo, it's funny you say that because in that episode, Bozy says he's 67 and just went 8 rounds the day before.
With who? Or just period?
No, you never seen Bozy spar?
Nah.
Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. How? How are you in this industry? Bro, there's a video of Bozy that went viral like 5 years ago.
Sparring who?
Some young dude beating the brakes off him. Beating the brakes off, teaching him a lesson, talking to him while he's doing it. You never seen that.
He said talking to him. That's
Yo, find this so I can show it to the people. You're terrible. How you never seen that? Somebody tag me. Bro, that's old. He ain't even got no headgear. The kid got headgear.
I was probably in Afghanistan during this time.
He got the ski mask on. He didn't even pull it down. The one that Boots had on for the workout?
Yeah.
He got that shit on his head. Just like, bum, 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 talking to him, beating the shit out of him.
Look, I know he leaning in, but you mean to tell me you can't take him?
Damn, Danny, you big as fuck right there. Holy shit, bro. Bro, shout out to Foodie Fit, bro. He don't even understand what they did for you, bro. I don't see how you don't look at them pictures and be like, what the fuck?
I'm going to airdrop it to you so you can show the people.
Holy shit, bro. When was that?
April 15th.
Damn, that was last year.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro. You had to be like 230 right there. 70.
Nah, I was 260.
Oh, wow. I was almost right.
Yeah, 260.
Oh, shit, Danny. D1 says, Danny, you're a vet. Thank you for your service. I did not know that. I don't do social media from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your service.
Appreciate you, champ.
Even though Danny hates that.
I just never know what to say. That's all.
But he did serve 2 tours, so you got to give my boy credit. He signed up twice, risking his life. I wouldn't do that shit.
Yo, it's funny because, like, when I did Border Wars.
You airdropped it to the phone?
Nah, that shit ain't work.
Yeah, because I don't got my Wi-Fi on this computer.
Yeah, I tried to airdrop it to that, but that didn't work. So I just sent it to you, though.
Text?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yo, that shit funny, right? Because I was watching my Border Wars fight, like, four months ago, some shit.
Yeah.
And Mike, shout out Mike Gross, was like, yeah, Danny went to basic training a bunch of times. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? You only go once. Like, and I'm like, okay. And, bro, talk about the journey. Bro, in between rounds, the camera was on y'all, and y'all was frozen the entire fight.
Yes.
The entire fight.
No, that's Enrique. You know what he says after? I didn't want to stop us from talking to tell you about that so that you got to fix it during the round. I'm like, yeah. No, wow. Jesus, Danny, this is crazy. This has to be motivation for you never to get back.
Big.
Wowzers. No, I seen him throwing punches. He looked like he got very tired. But I know how hard it is. This is a very difficult sport, man. That shit is not no joke, man.
Bro, so this is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm about to... Oh, my God.
Afghanistan. Danny went to Afghanistan twice. Ha! Joe Pilot says, Ness, the ism Gibbs. I'm still laughing from that. Yo, the ism, that's probably going to be one of the fucking episodes of the year.
Did you get that one, too?
It just came through.
Yeah, that was the very next day.
Bro, you got to stop showing these shits. You just got to thank God you made it. You looking like you could have died. No, seriously, bro. Like you look,
bro. Yeah,
how do
I was big.
You look like you got like high cholesterol right here.
Yeah, I was all right.
Look at the blood pressure on my man. I can see it through his shirt. Oh.
Chicago Hollows. What up with you? Yeah, nah.
Call-in number is
1-425-569-5241.
5241. And
Press
if you want,
one.
yeah,
one
you got to,
time.
you
If
got
you
to
gotta-
press 1.
Bow. Look
you
at
got
that.
to press 1.
You see it say the GOAT?
You see what it say right there? It say, I was doing 50 in a one. I don't know the big pun verse. Somebody
people-
need to sing a
look,
big pun verse
when
right
people
now.
ask me-
Then they said DJ Khaled Jr.
When people ask me why I shake my head, y'all see the hairline, bro? That was a rough night in the office, bro. You could see, man, it was time. But yeah, champ, I'm out here living. Yeah.
Said he wanna my wife, but it's so hard.
Yo, they talking about big pun, y'all tripping.
Yeah, that's why I'm singing a big pun.
Yo, y'all funny as hell.
Danny got a barber look. Hell yeah, that's the barber shirt right there. He had his own shop. What media tour was this? Where you was at?
Spencer, guys.
Oh, damn.
It was-
Fucking media pass right on your face.
It was the day after that picture with Steven Jackson.
He said, hey, yo, it be your own people. Nah, this tough love for he never.
Yo,
he got-
he said Dan Rayfield.
Oh, shit. With a question mark. Oh, my God. Yo,
y'all wild.
yo, that's my man from Dallas right there.
Joe Pilot. So actually a company from
Yeah,
Turkey.
they said, get in my belly.
Yo, a company from Turkey reached out to me last year willing to fly me out to do the process.
He got scared, bro. They was going to fly us both out. Nah, he didn't get scared. Actually, we had thought we had a lot of manpower at the time, and we kept assigning that job to someone. I think you should have just took over yourself, man. Mm-hmm. You know, we put different people on it to like correspond with the company, and we did get responses, just not in a timely fashion. And then Danny kind of backed out. I feel like you.
Yeah, I really wasn't feeling the idea, to be quite frank.
I'd have gave great thought about it. Hell yeah, Rizzy, he could have died. You don't see how big he is right there? That shit look like he can't breathe and shit. Let me get out to these callers, though. If you want to call in, you know the number is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People Hotline. We're going out to B. Paulie in Michigan. What is up? B. Paulie. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up if you're right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. It's going to help with the visibility. It's going to help put this episode in the eyes of others. B. Paulie, what up?
Yo, all right, y'all starting to wild out in the chat, yo.
You got to unmute, B. Paulie.
Y'all act like y'all don't remember this.
B.
That was a couple
Paulie,
months ago.
You got to unmute.
That was back in April.
Just talk now. Okay, we don't hear anything coming from you. Let's see here what we got. Looks like we're going to the 517. Who is this? Armando? Is that Armando? It sure is. Armando, what up? Isn't that the brother of Fernando and Emiliano? Same name?
Yes.
¿Qué pasó?
What's up, Armando?
¿Cómo está?
Aquí tranquilo, mano.
Salud.
Salud, salud.
Oye, las noticias. Yeah, I'm talking English. I just wanted to point out about the stupid choices at Gamboa. Land them in jail in Cuba with a pedestrian killed in a car accident.
Yeah,
that's
man.
very
We seen that.
unfortunate.
We seen that, bro. Very unfortunate news.
Yeah, and that's a place, you know, it's like hell. I don't know how that's going to end up.
Yeah.
But
I wanna add up and give a shout out to Ashley Iglesias, Cuban 168 pounder who made it top five. He's very tough. I don't know if you ever seen him fight. Uh, he's like second Morel coming, and I don't know. I hope he fights out of Germany, and he's got, I don't remember, he's got close to 20 fights. But the guy's a tough guy, and I wish him to come to the States and fight somebody over here. And I don't know, take a look at him. He's a pretty good fighter. And that was it, man. I was going to point out that Gamboa choice. He keep going to Cuba, man, and he finally find trouble.
Mm.
You know?
What's your nationality?
I'm Cuban.
So do you recommend not going back to Cuba?
No, I mean, the thing is, Gamboa was like going, like, steadily going like 3-4 times a year. He even did some training for the Gervonta fight over there. He going too much out there, and he finally got in trouble, which is unfortunate, man.
But I need you to explain what does too much
like
mean. I need you to explain what does too much mean. Like, why is it too much to be there?
He was going. I mean, no, everybody. I mean, I would like to go over there like he did, but I don't know what the point was of him, like being more over there than being over here. You know, with you know exactly what I'm talking about. How the government treats you and the things that can happen in that country. I mean, there is no liberty, there is no freedom. It's always the only thing that they allow him to go so much because he was spending all that money. And I'm guessing he had a girlfriend or whatever, you know, like you have a good time in Cuba. I'm not saying that you cannot go to Cuba. Anybody can go to Cuba, but you know, you got to stay out of trouble and not do dumbass shit like he was doing. You know, he probably was drunk. I don't know the details right now. Everything is like kind of like cloudy, but we should know more in a few more days, you know.
All right, champ. What Armando, thank you for calling in. Appreciate you. We're going to keep the phone lines moving. We got more callers. We're going to the 718. If you're on Blog Talk, please go ahead and press the number 1 button 1 time. That's going to indicate to me that you're ready to rock and roll. If you've already done that, don't do it again, as it will take you out of the queue. And we're going to, what is this? All right. Is this Sean in Brooklyn? What up?
What's going on, my brothers? Blessings to you. Appreciate you guys for everything you do. I called you guys before about the parlays. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yep.
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Appreciate you. Blessings. I just got a couple questions. So for Gervonta's last couple of fights, from Mario Barrio, Santa Cruz, Pitbull, and Rolly, some of them were 6th round, and he got a knockdown in 8 and 11 for one of them. Also one of those fights, I believe. What do you guys think? As I know Hector's a crazy, he's gonna fight, you know. But how much pain do you think Hector is willing to take?
Yeah, man, that's hard to assess, bro. We don't know. He's never been in there. He's never been in there with someone like this. This is a little bit different of a fight to bet. You know, Hector is unknown. Gutierrez is not a puncher, and neither is Colbert, so you don't know what Hector could take. And the internet is floating a video of Hector getting dropped by a lesser-known guy that I never seen before.
I see. I haven't seen that video, but you know, what do you guys think about? Do you think it, because Gervonta does have I believe 1 or 2 decisions, out of all his fights, do you think it's gonna be like a pit bull, maybe like a pit bull
Yeah,
type
I
of?
mean, again, it's
'Cause,
hard to
I mean,
say. Hard to say. What are we basing it off? How do we know that he's as durable as Pitbull? What has he done? Again, he's fought two dudes with no power. No disrespect to Colbert, but like he's not known as a puncher.
I respect that. And I was also gonna ask you guys. I know he's. I don't know if it was Barrios or Cruz. I know he's like size wise, but I know he doesn't hit as hard as Rolly. Like that's what they're saying. His coaches. Like I'm not trying to.
Yeah, I seen the episode. I seen the episode, and you know that's what they believe. They believe that he's not as strong as Barrios or as tall or as durable, and they also said he's not as it doesn't have the power of Rolly, but they don't know either. They going based off tape.
I respect. What do you guys think? Like your professional?
I'm just saying, it's only two fights, brother. I'm telling you what we think. It's only two fights where he fought two non-punchers. It's hard to know.
I respect that. What about the other brother? What do you think?
Danny?
About the fight? Shit, man. You know, I don't want to say too much because I'm trying to get some footage this weekend, but you know, I think there's a general consensus out there.
I respect that. I mean, enjoy the fight, guys. Also, if you guys are going, I know one of you guys are going.
Yeah, I'm going.
Both of you guys, but even to the other brother, whatever you're doing that night, man, blessings. I always appreciate you guys. You guys put money on my plate for the family. So some picks, bigger than what you guys think. I appreciate you guys for real.
No, I appreciate you, Chan.
The dude that dropped him
show
is
9:30,
Isaac
10
Avilar.
a.m. About
Isaac Avilar. Thank you for letting me that know. I honestly did not even know that.
Yeah, he dropped him
But I
in the
do
first
appreciate
round.
that.
He's another southpaw, so there you go. And that's a lesser known southpaw than Tank the Destroyer. Listen, I got a couple callers on Blog Talk. If you feel like, man, why is he taking long? You got to hit me with that number one. Then I go to you. David Maldonado, what up, New York City?
Yo, man. Top of the morning and Happy New Year's to you guys.
Happy
man.
New Year.
What are
Likewise.
we talking about?
The All Access. We talking about the All Access that Tank and Hector did. It's fight week.
It was decent, man. Showtime stepped their game up ever since Tank had the I think the Mario Barrios fight. That was like one of my favorite All Access, as well as the Rolly. This one was okay. I mean, Hector's it's surprising because a lot of Dominican fighters are very humble, and most Dominican people I know are very outspoken. You know what I mean? So I think it'd be nice to have a Dominican fighter that has like the persona of a Ricardo Mayorga. You know what I mean?
We had that. We had that. That's what Joan Guzman was.
Back in the days too, there was a super middleweight by the name of Murky Sosa from the Bronx. He talked a lot of trash. He was a big puncher.
I know Murky.
He ran into Roy Jones.
He live out here.
Yeah, he fought Roy Jones.
Word?
Yeah, he fought Roy Jones.
I know Murky.
Yo, that guy was a brawler. Watch the fight next with him and Roy Jones. He went in there, guns blazing. He put it on the table, but he got knocked out. But he was strong though.
Yeah.
As far as All Access, it was pretty decent.
He trained out
They
here.
did a good job with the music and the montage. It's still not as good as HBO 24/7, but it's the All Access is pretty good, especially the ones with Gervonta Davis.
My bad. I muted you by mistake.
All right, yeah. As far as the fight goes, I mean, the guy is a champion. The guy did beat two credible opponents
But does he last 12? The last caller was trying to get it out of us.
No.
And it's like, I think it's hard to tell. You don't know if he could. But based off the information we got, it's more probable that he don't. He got dropped by a lesser-known southpaw, and he ain't been fighting punches.
Well, whenever I predict the fighter getting knocked out, I don't always go by who they've been dropped by before, because Mikey Garcia got dropped by Rocky Martinez, and Errol Spence couldn't put him down. Sometimes you can get hit with a certain shot. I don't do the triangle theory, but based off Tank Davis and what he does, and the guy he's fighting is not no not no defensive wizard. Yeah, I got Tank stopping him in about 5 rounds. I give Tank 5 rounds. The dude's not really much of a mover like that. He's not super fast. He's a pretty good fighter, but Tank's seen better fighters than that. I think Rolly beats him. I think Rolly beats that guy. I think Leo to me was a mismatch. He was too small anyway. But I think Tank is going to stop the guy. I give him 6 rounds for Tank. Because Tank don't really get people out in the first round. He's not like Mike Tyson or Deontay Wilder. He's a puncher, but he usually gets guys out like in the middle to late rounds. And I think he's going to get them out within 5 to 6 rounds.
All right, Champ. Thanks for calling in. We're going out to Ari Boxing Talk, who got a nomination for Caller of the Year. Ari, you got any better connection now or what?
I'm good. My bad. I was driving through a bad area. I was driving when I called in earlier. How you guys doing?
Good.
What up?
Can you guys hear me clearly now?
Yes.
I'm good. No, I was saying so Hector Luis Garcia, his brother lives out in DC, and I think his brother's trying to bring out a little Dominican crowd. So hopefully they're out there supporting him. And then I like the All Access. I liked it. I think as a previous caller was saying, these Dominican fighters are not as they're not as I wouldn't say outgoing, but they in Spanish, the translation, a lot of times their personality gets lost. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, if they spoke, better English and stuff like that, I think it'll probably get better, better promotion. But really quick, I wanted to address, there was a caller that called in about the Gamboa situation.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, people shouldn't jump into conclusion, because I know he said something about like, he was probably drunk, this and this and that. And it's like, actually it was the opposite. According to a report by Boxing Scene, Gamboa doesn't even drink. And the toxicology report came back that he wasn't even under any. Hold on. Before you say that, but just hear me out. Hold on.
I'm about to hang up on you. I'm about to hang up on you.
But can you let me finish? I'm just telling you according to the report. I'm not saying. All
right, go ahead.
According to the report from Boxing Scene, supposedly Gamboa doesn't drink, and that the toxicology report came back that he didn't have anything in his system. But with that being said, I just want to say something real quick, because I was born and raised in Dominican so it's like the roads down in the Caribbean is not like here. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people say, he hit somebody. That shit happens pretty often down there, because the roads are fucking windy. There's not enough light. And think about it, you're in a third world country, and this shit can happen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think people should jump into conclusion right away, and because actually they don't fucking know what happened. That's kind of what I wanted to say. But go ahead, Danny.
Man, I'm gonna just keep my comments to myself, man.
Listen, maybe listen, you probably know more than I do. You probably know more than I do. I'm just saying.
Only thing Danny can know is that he's seen, let's say, hypothetically seen Gamboa drinking in the past, but that doesn't mean that he's not given up drinking since then.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then Ness, I have a little bone to pick with you, because I know before, you would say, nah, these Dominicans don't train, these Dominicans are lazy, these Dominicans that. And I'm like, yo, but Ness, you Dominican, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're a hardworking dude, correct?
I am.
But okay, so I just want to say it's not,
the proof is in the pudding. Up until now, up until Adames, and think about it, Adames let us down with the Patrick Teixeira fight. So let's stop acting like Dominicans is taking over. No, we got 2 good wins. And one of those guys that got a decent win over Derevyanchenko is a comeback fighter. Hector is an anomaly. We're more used to the Jason Rosarios and the Joan Guzmans of the world, struggling to make weight, struggling to be, the best that they can be.
No, I agree with you, but what I'm saying is at least this small group that we have now, I think they're doing things properly. And the reason why I say that is because you see that these guys are staying in Vegas for most of the time. They're training out there. They're not going back and forth to DR all the time and going up and going
that's
up.
all new. That's all new. Adames just
No,
did
no,
that.
and I agree with you. No, and I agree with you. I agree with you. That is new. But what I'm saying is, at least we got to give these guys a credit because I feel like they are, even the ones that have lost. For example, the kid Edwin De Los Santos, right? He had a loss. It was his first, his U.S. pro debut.
Y'all overassessing him. Y'all overassessing him. I'm not you guys. Dude's talking about put him in there with Shakur and all this crazy shit. My man beat a fucking prospect, bro.
No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I think he's a good fighter, and what we seen after he lost, he stays in the gym now. He's training regularly. Staying ready pretty much, and after that loss, he's came back and got all his 3 fights by knockout. Obviously, I'm not saying he's ready for Shakur. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this little group of Dominican fighters are doing things differently, and I think we have to at least give them credit for that. And even if they're losing,
I am.
Go ahead.
I am. You got to remember what I said was before this crop. What I've said has been throughout the years. This is a new, like Edwin's fight just happened in October, right?
Correct.
Wasn't that fight in October?
Yeah.
No, September.
Yeah.
September. So we
September.
got to stop acting like Dominicans have been putting it down. Like, yeah, it just started. It just started.
No, I agree. I think it just started in the last year or two.
Crazy as hell, man. What are you talking about? Shit started in the last 4 months. When was Lewis's fight over fucking Colbert, bro? Like, you tripping. Like, it just started.
Obviously, February last year.
Okay. Of 22.
Yeah, so
it just started.
Right.
12 months.
Just started, bro. You got Hector's first fight is in February. Then he goes on to fight Gutierrez. Edwin first fight is in fucking September. Hasn't fought since. What other Dominican we talking about? Where are all these Dominicans? There's new crop. Name another one.
Pollo.
Alberto Puello.
Mini Pac.
Okay, Alberto Puello.
Okay, Alberto
Eric De La
Puello.
Rosa.
Alberto Puello. He beat Akhmedov for that, and he ain't look too great.
No,
he ain't look too great. He got the win. He got the win, but he ain't look too great.
But what I'm saying is, for example, and I'll just give examples, right? You talked about the Carlos Adames situation, right? A lot of Dominicans back in the days, this is what they would do, right? They'll start off half of the fight and they'll be winning clearly, because they're the better fighter, but then they'll run out of gas and then they'll lose. And I feel like that's what happened to Carlos Adames, right, in the Teixeira fight. But then after that, Adames has came back. He had 2 good wins with the PBC. Then he had the Derevchenko fight. And then he had the Montiel fight. You get what I'm saying? So I think he's getting better. And like I said, you got the little kid, Eric De La Rosa, that won away. He's going to be fighting for a world title. Well, he has a regular title, but he's going to fight for the main title I believe in Thailand. He's going to fight like one of the longest reigning champions.
You talking about Mini Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Didn't that happen already?
No, it's not going to happen. It hasn't happened yet. They just said it's going to happen in Thailand. It was supposedly it was going to happen on the Tank undercard, but then it didn't. I don't know what happened, but that's going to happen in Thailand.
Look, so technically, even Adames as a Dominican has only been putting it down for a year. His fight with Derevchenko was 2021, December.
Yeah.
That's technically 1 year. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't got all this time putting it down, showing us they back. Nah, they just started. They just started.
But what I'm saying is it's been like, for example, let's say Michel Rivera. Michel Rivera just got outclassed by Frank Martin, right? He just got outclassed, But I feel that Michel Rivera still does the same things right? He eats properly, he trains hard, tries to stay around weight.
Yes. He was definitely disciplined. I went to see him down there in Miami at the Herman gym. He's definitely a disciplined kid.
Yeah, then they have the kid Santillán, Victor Santillán. He's also training now with Bob Santos as well. He's the kid that beat that top-ranked fighter, the Puerto Rican top-ranked fighter, the last time he came out. So I mean, listen, like I said, I'm not saying that all of a sudden we have all this. I'm not saying that we're taking over boxing. What I'm saying is, I just feel that as as Dominicans, they're doing better than the previous. You know, that
Of
bad
course,
stigma.
of course, of course. I mean, you should have led with that, brother. Of course, they're doing better than the previous crops.
I just feel like, man, there's been a lot of. I feel like, and I'm gonna just say it. I think out of Top Rank, they have that narrative against Dominicans. I'm gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? They have that. You know, they push that narrative.
It ain't a narrative, though. It ain't a narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of Dominican in boxing have been like that. You talking about a handful that are taking it serious. Like,
like I said,
Jason Rosario has infamous Snickers under his mattress story.
Let me ask you about that. Is that a fucking true story, bro? Is that a true story?
Man. Come on, bro. I don't fucking lie.
Here's the thing. Look. No, I'm not saying that you lie. I'm just asking because I heard that before.
I'm saying it specifically. I'm saying that specifically because it was told to me. So I'm out here spreading that shit because it was told to me, and the person that told me ain't no fucking liar. You know
and I respect it.
And the person that told me, like, if I ever choose to say who the fuck it was, the people's mouth will just drop because, as Coppinger would say, the source is close to the camp, man. So.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And like I said, man, Jason Rosario himself said it. In the Broadway Joel, shout out to Broadway Joel. He said it himself. He was undisciplined. He was fucking crazy overweight.
Did Broadway Joe ask him about them fucking Snickers under his mattress?
I don't think he did. To be honest. I don't think he did. Because Broadway didn't ask him, but I know that Jason himself admitted that he was undisciplined. He told us that I think for the Charlo fight he was like 198 before camp, and for the Lubin fight he was like 205 before the fucking camp. So but listen, it showed in the ring, man. It showed in the ring. But listen. Thank you for your time. I always appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys soon, man.
All right.
Thank you, champ.
So, out of all the Dominicans, I'll give credit this year to Lewis because he's here. I explained to Danny earlier this year how big of a thing it is for Dominican men specifically to go back to the Dominican Republic in December. Specifically athletes, it's like a huge thing. It's like you don't want to not be there or you're a square. So if you're an athlete, you're back in the DR for December.
Yes, a couple fighters out there.
The off top, only dude I could think of that's even out there is Adames. Maybe Alberto Puello's out there too.
Eric
who? Eric who?
Mini Pac-Man?
I don't think so. He got that fight in Thailand? I think he's like in another country right now.
He's in the DR, champ.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. He been posting himself, doing the little
dancing?
Whatever y'all be doing, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, he had like
there you go, man. If you going back in December, you better have made it or got no fight plan. Because if you going back in December, you ain't telling me you ain't going to party, you ain't going to drink. That's a lie.
You going to fuck off is what you telling me.
For sure.
Beautiful. Look, man, they work hard. They deserve it, champ.
I hear you. Little Tommy, what up?
Tomas.
What up, Ned? You got me?
Yes, sir.
All right. I didn't watch the All Access just yet, so I'm gonna check it out a little later. But I just want to talk about some of your listeners real quick. When you had made the polls about all the different 2020 award winners for the TPV, one of the questions was who was the fighter of the year, and I picked Bibble, and I said my reason for doing that because he beat two good fighters. And that Canelo and Ramirez, good fighters. Somebody jump up under there. Oh, Canelo and Ramirez was overrated. So I asked him, I said, so a multi-division, multi-belt future Hall of Famer is overrated? And Canelo? Yeah, he never beat nobody in their prime. He only beat people when they were old and outdated. And I just left it at that. I just told him to have a good day. So if you listening, like, yeah, you dumb as fuck. And it's like, soon as you don't agree with somebody, the first thing they want to say that's annoying as fuck is most people don't know shit about boxing. Like, bruh, just because your logic, nobody's paying attention to what the fuck you saying, don't mean they don't know nothing about boxing. All right, this man got multiple motherfucking wins, big wins, multiple undefeated fighters in their prime. If you don't know, then you just don't know boxing, and I'm gonna leave that at that. And another poll was who had the more memorable fights, which promoter or which company. And I picked PBC because after the fights happened, people still talk about a lot of them. Not too many people talk about Top Rank and the Zone fights after they happen. A few of them, yeah, but not too many of them. So some dude commented and said, well, PBC stars only fight once a year, and Top Rank and other fighters fight more times a year. And I said, well, that may be true, but PBC has more stars. So he asked me to name the stars that they have. So before I did that, and I asked him, and I want to ask y'all too, Danny and Ness, what do you consider a star in boxing?
Shit. What?
Someone that moves
Like
the needle. You gotta
Nah,
move the
nah.
needle. You gotta move the needle. It's not a lot of stars in boxing, man.
Very few stars. Probably
There's
handful.
stars and superstars too. There's stars and superstars within boxing.
See that's me. That's what I picture right there. I picture there are superstars. I consider Tank, Canelo, even Deontay Wilder. I consider them superstars, and that's why I do that, because I can go to a female that don't know shit about boxing, and I can be like, I'm watching the fight tonight. They'll ask me about, some of them ask me about Tank, Deontay, Spence, and they still, Mayweather still fighting? Like, nah, he don't fight no more. Like, those what I consider superstars in and outside of boxing. If you a star, if people know you outside of boxing, I consider you a star. Whether you the most paid or the most decorated fighter or most accomplished, I consider you a star outside of boxing if people outside who don't watch boxing know who you are. And stars within boxing, it's just like the hardcores and the casuals know who you is. Like, they'll see you walking through the mall. If you walking through the mall, the casual guy will know exactly who you is. That's what I consider a star in boxing, because it can be 1,000 fighters, but maybe only 50 can walk through the major cities in America, and people gonna know who they is. Maybe not even 50. But so you say you got to move the needle as in viewership, or what you mean by that?
Everything, not just view. Like, AJ is a star, right? Like, you talked about AJ at one point. You had 800 people live. AJ does 30-something million purse. Another bunch of millions in gate. His shows got 90,000. Like, people that are stars, man. Tank, Triple G selling 20,000 tickets, 18,000 tickets in different regions.
Now let me ask you about it. Do you consider Loma Chico a star?
No, but people do. I don't. I don't see. They try to tell me that Loma's a star, but he never been in an arena with more than 5,000 people that I remember. Like, they try to tell me he's a star, but I never seen him fight in L.A. When he fought in L.A.
He fought
that Maldonado. Start with an
Anthony
M.
Crowley.
He fought
Anthony Crowley at Staples.
And how many people were there?
I think like 8.
What?
Wow.
That's a lot. 8. That was him then, because Corolla ain't nobody.
Yeah, Corolla. That's when he wore the Lakers colors, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason why I would consider Loma a star, not necessarily because of the gate, but because of the viewership and how many people outside of boxing know him. Like, Bob Arum and ESPN, they did their motherfucking thing with Loma, because, like, go to a lot of fucking prison, hoods, and I mean, you know, this black America I'm talking about, but you go to, you know, hoods and prisons and shit like that, they know who Loma Chico is. Like, people know Loma Chico.
Hold on. How are you getting info from the prison, man?
Shit, you don't know nobody in jail?
I'm asking you. You tell me. Now I got you
Okay. I know a lot of people.
So and so, and I heard them over talking about Loma. And I just want to know how you got.
Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. So people who get out of jail, people who I talk to in jail, and all that, because they know they're asked about Keith, and then when they ask about Keith, if the topic stay on boxing, you know, a lot of them be like, so what's up with Loma Chico? They don't even know what weight class he in. They don't know nothing. They just know like what he looks like, what his name, and like his last fight. They don't really follow boxing, but you know what I'm saying? They know him, and that's due to, you know, ESPN promoting him so good, Top Rank promoting him so good. So that's why I consider him a star. Like, people, I never really thought he can beat Tank. But a lot of dudes think he can fuck with Tank because due to strictly the promotion and his opponent. They don't know his opponents, you know. It's just a promotion thing. It's just, you know how Tim Bradley and Andre Ward, they talk about the A side while the fight's going on. You know how that goes. So they, like, you know, big him up and praise him and shit. But that's why I consider Loma a star in my eyes.
Tommy, gotta let you go, champ. But I do appreciate you calling in. If anybody else wants to call in, the number to do so is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1. We are on Discord as well. You got to raise your hand if you want to rock and roll on Discord. If not, we will be wrapping up. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show and of the channel. It'll put this channel in the eyes of other boxing fans, allowing us to get other callers and characters to voice their opinion. We're also taking callers on Twitter Spaces. That hasn't stopped, so if you want to speak, go ahead and request. But once again, if we have no more callers, we will be wrapping up, and we'll catch you on the next one at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, where we will be discussing... Let me go to my notes. We're going to be discussing Eddie and Anthony Joshua's 3-fight plan to rebuild Anthony Joshua, where the third fight can possibly be Fury or Wilder. So we'll be giving you all the details about that at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. You can also catch these episodes on iHeart, TuneIn, and anywhere podcasts are used. If you listen to our show on iTunes, drop us a 5-star review, and we will read it live right here on the show. So, yeah, man, catch us on the next one. I do got callers on Blog Talk. I'm going to give you a few seconds to press 1. Maybe you don't know that you need to press 1 to indicate to me that you're ready to rock and roll. But if you don't, then that means we can go ahead and wrap this one up. All right, there we go, my man. Press 1. We're going out to you in a 713. See who's this. That is... All right, new caller in the 713. What's up? Who's this?
Hey, it's Juan from Houston.
Don from Houston?
Juan.
Oh, Juan. What's going on, brother?
Juan. Yeah, I just wanted to comment on the last caller's comment about, you know, how they know about him in the pen. I just did an 8-year bid, and only thing we got in there is the free PVC fights on Fox and ESPN. Almost any penitentiary you go to gonna have ESPN. So that's why people know about Loma. You know, all them boys that Top Rank, all them dudes gonna know about it. And, you know, in there, you don't get too much access to boxing information. We ain't got no internet or nothing. So that's why it's Loma, Loma, Loma. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But,
All right. Well, thank
yeah,
you.
That's all. You know.
Appreciate it, man. And happy you're out, my brother. Stay out here. And I hope you keep calling in, brother. You know, take this second opportunity to do the best. We got Brandon in Cincinnati.
TBV, what's going on?
What up, AJ? A trucking?
Shit, I ain't trucking right now. AJ at fatherhood today. But yeah, first I want to say prayers out to DeMar Hamlin, Bills player that collapsed on the field. That shit was scary, man. Hate to see that happen to any athlete. Hope he gets better. As far as the all access, it was all right, man. I think they highlighted the trainers more than the fighters, really. So it was good seeing Coach Calvin and Kenny. Those probably two of my favorite trainers outside of Bomac and all the boxing. I really love Coach Calvin. And that was my first time seeing the other cat, Bob Santos, but he seems like a pretty good trainer as well. So it wasn't too much entertaining stuff on the show. It was okay, you know. It wasn't too memorable, but it is Tank Fight Week. I am looking forward to the event. He always puts on a nice show. So yeah, man, ain't really too much to say about that. It was decent. It ain't like Floyd, all access to the 24/7s where he's splashing money and entertaining us like he did back in the day. But it'll do, I guess. But
Brandon,
man, I'll let y'all go. Like I said, what up?
Yeah, man, I hate to ask you about this, but what happened, bro? You lost another year to CYP?
Oh man, CYP's he's the GOAT, man. You know, like I said, I'm always happy just to be mentioned amongst the GOATs like King Born, CYP, Info Joe, Stainless. So, but yeah, man, give that brother his flowers. He's the man. CYP's the GOAT. Like I said, I'm just gracious to be a groomsman. You feel me? So, but yeah, props to CYP. I think that's 3 times, my man, three-peated. So, yeah, man, shout out to everybody. I was talking on the back call. I think you need to do a category for most underrated callers as well, because there's some cats that don't get their love. Vega, Majid, cats like that really be bringing that heat. But yeah, man, no hard feelings.
RD
man.
said I voted for CYP just to mess with everyone. They terrible.
Yeah, CYP come with it. King Born come with it. Everybody. Shout out to everybody who come with it every day.
Bruh, you in third place. I wasn't expecting a third place. You losing to Born too.
I mean, King Born is the man. Look who I'm losing to. I'm losing to CYP and King Born.
I know, but I just wasn't
nice
expecting. I wasn't expecting them to feel Born over you. Is what I'm saying. Like, it's no knock on you.
No, he's very entertaining. He's very entertaining, man. But, man, like I said, man, y'all going to miss me when I'm gone. They'll give me my flowers when I'm not here anymore. They know who the GOAT is for real. Like I said, when I'm gone, that's when they'll be like, damn, the AJ Truckin' really had this bitch lit. Yeah, man, who got more sound bites than me, though, Ness? I got legendary sound bites for this show, man. YouTube shorts, all kind of
I
shit.
can't believe it was only 2 rookie nominations. That was pretty stingy.
Who came up with who made the pose? I thought you made them.
Yeah, but you guys nominated the people.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's true. You should have added some more people who you thought should be at it then. Shit.
I mean, I don't wanna be like, cause then that's a dictatorship if none of y'all nominated someone and I just come as a one-man vote and nominate, like that's, you know what I mean? I just let it be. These are y'all.
All that mean is that shit. It was pretty much unanimous, clean sweep for C-Dub. We didn't feel nobody else was worthy. That's all.
Ari was pretty. Ari came out of nowhere though. Ari had like 40%. Now he had 38.
Who is Ari?
From Twitter, the one that just called in.
Man, Man, if they ain't on the back call, fuck them. I'm riding with the back call.
Hey,
shout out to my brothers. I
Twitter
don't know about
Twitter
no
Space
fuck
is a
Twitter.
whole new spot.
Yeah, fuck Twitter Space.
You
Back
hating,
call
man.
for
I'm
life.
out of here. Get out of
Them
here.
niggas ain't getting none of my fault.
Whatever.
All right, man.
Jay Murder talking about I should have had rookie of the Jay Murder, I don't even know who you is. I never even heard you call in. How you gonna get rookie of the year without making a call? Gotta make a call. Gotta make yourself announce yourself to the audience. James Benitez, he got low numbers. I wasn't expecting 8% for him. And even David Maldonado, I think that, he calls in regularly. He's got some good calls. But I understand everybody. The fighter of the year got the most votes. It's over 1,300 votes. It's over 1,300 votes. And Dimitri Bivol had a great year with the wins over Gilberto Ramirez and Canelo. That's 44%. But Devin Haney, with his 2 wins over Cambosos down under, is 36%. Then you got Bam Rodriguez, 7%, and Jermell Charlo, 14%. If you want to vote, you can still vote. We will be doing one of these shows. I'm trying to figure out, do I need to do these individually? Maybe just keep them really short and do them individually, have them all scheduled so you know which ones are live when. That way we focus individually on like the guest of the year. And we talk about the nominees, who won, ended. This way, when people want to use it as a backlog and they want to know who TBV, nominated and awarded as the guest of the year, it's short, sweet, and easy to consume versus a 2-3 hour podcast. So the prizes will be not a prize, but like a trophy is what we normally do. We give our callers and trainers and things like that trophies, and we usually give them out in our appreciation night. Maybe we can do that in February for Border Wars and just double it as an appreciation night, as there will be a lot of fighters there. I know Kevin Newman is going to be in the building. I'm hearing Lonnie B will be in the building. Obviously, Bones Adams will be there. And, Devin Haney is supposed to be in the building as he has a fighter on our card, Jason Pearson. So, if Pearson's going to be there, that means Padman's going to be there because that's his trainer. So it's going to turn into an appreciation night without even wanting to. And, maybe we'll do the awards there, giving them out there to individuals. I got Angel Perez, $2 super chat, says, y'all think Loma beats De Los Santos? I don't think so. Yeah, this is what I'm saying about the over-assessing of De Los Santos. I need to see De Los Santos do more. He hasn't fought since September. We in January. That's 4 months out already. What's up? But NestGTO, Instagram, and Twitter, phone lines are open. No one is calling in. So we're going to wrap it up. Catch me on the next one, 12 o'clock today, Pacific Standard Time, where, once again, we will be discussing AJ's Eddie Hearn's 3-fight plan to bring AJ back to be a 3-time champion. And he's saying that Fury or Wilder will be that final fight. We got some callers on Twitter. Looks like Big Nano the Boss. What up?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's up, man? It's Nino, man. San Bernardino. I was just making a couple calls trying to get into this little poll or whatever with the best fans. I'm going to have to start making a couple more calls. But with the whole Lomachenko thing, I think Lomachenko time done passed, to be honest. Not that I ain't like Loma or nothing like that. Loma just too old now, especially from what I seen from Ortiz, that last fight. That was a real close fight. I had Loma winning, but I'd say that was about a 7-5 fight. That fight was real close. And I think Devin going to make easy work of him, to be honest. But like I said, the only reason Loma had all that hype, you know what I'm saying? That's all they used to push. It's like anyway, pretty much how they doing on ESPN. That's how they used to treat Loma. So he lost to T.O., but I ain't never just been the biggest fan of him because of how people put him on that pedestal. Like he just the best thing since sliced bread. I ain't never really felt that about Loma. I ain't never think he was the best one at 135. I always thought Tank was the best. But like I said, I feel like he get a little more hate than he deserved just because of everybody be talking about him so much. People be talking like he trash or something. He ain't nowhere near trash, but like I said, I don't like how they try to put that boy on a pedestal. That's why everybody be talking down on him after a while. But that's all I got for the day, man. Y'all keep on calling in, subscribing, hit that like and subscribe button, man. Y'all have a good one.
All right, all right.
Appreciate the call, champ.
Word. Let me see. That was Twitter.
Who
We
next?
got Pound for Pound Javi.
Good morning, TBB. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, champ.
Just calling to say hi, take it on you guys. Glad that things got cleared up with Gervonta Davis. I'm excited, man. I'm hosting the first pay-per-view of the year. Doing it at the house. Like I said, most of my friends don't watch boxing, but they know Tank Davis. So they're coming through, man. Should be a good fight. Yeah, man, I'm excited for all for the undercard as well. And I just wanted to say what's up, man. And then starting the new year, checking in on my favorite show, man. Thanks for everything.
Appreciate it, champ.
Appreciate it.
Take it easy, guys.
All right. Thank you for calling in. We're still taking callers on Blog Talk. The number to call, 1-425-569-5241. Yes, sir.
Press one time.
Also on Discord and Twitter Spaces. Danny, where can they find you?
Ringwalk Danny on all forms of social media. And we are the Boxing Voice, not just on all forms of social media, but wherever podcasts can be found. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, retweet, heart, all that good stuff.
Peace.
Adios.